So I want to just come and talk to you a little bit about my experience this week, actually yesterday. Why don't we first take a minute just to watch a little video clip we tried putting together last minute since it was just last night. So please enjoy. Well, we definitely want you to know that you made a difference this Christmas, and I'm close to tears. Because it's very touching to see the situation and just to know that we don't just live in our little world and think about us, but that we can think of others. And I definitely encourage you guys to do that more and think about others, especially the ones less fortunate than us. Sometimes, we're just concerned with, that we don't have an extra pair of shoes or that we don't have, that game we want. But they're simply concerned to be able to consume a meal that day. And I think that sometimes we are very, very selfish and very self-centered. But I think by what we did this year, I think we definitely stepped away from that. And I want to congratulate you. And I want to tell you that God sees it and that we see it and we love you. So can you give yourselves a round of applause? Before I just kind of give you just a couple of experiences that took place, I would like to call up the ones that were there with us. I think that you deserve to be recognized. I don't know that everybody's here, but Caesar, I know I saw you somewhere. Can you come up? We have Jackie, we have Diana. I don't know if Jackie's here. Yes, she's here. Come on up. Michelle. Is Michelle here? Where's Caesar? So I think Michelle's not here. So I want us to give him a round of applause. They were so helpful, and I really want you guys to know that we're thankful because you guys went with I know you went with your parents. So I really love that they were there. Caesar, why don't you come up? I know, sorry. I don't mean to scare you or anything. I just want to say something about Caesar. I'm really amazed at what you do, Caesar, because I know that it's your parents that lead this ministry, but I'm amazed of how much you care. You don't just do it because your parents are doing it, but I really see that you care about everything, and I just want to recognize that. Okay. So, I just want to share very quickly a little bit of what happened. First of all, it's quite an experience. The drive out there, it's pretty long, and then you go and you just see how the streets start deteriorating. The further you go away from the border, it just starts getting uglier. Not that all parts of TJ are ugly, but there's some parts that are just really, really bad. I mean, there's people putting their houses together just as pieces. You can see that there's metal pieces, cardboard pieces, plastic pieces, and they're just pretty much taping it together. And it's really sad to see that, but Caesar's parents took us to a little neighborhood. I don't know if you saw a place, but the place where it looked like there was a field, like there was grass, there was actually crops there. And across the field was where the church that they have, it's actually across there, but we couldn't get across with the car. But they went to call the people, they went knocking door by door, we have things for you to come out, and you could just see the little kids, they were running all across, they were just running, and I don't know if you saw those pictures or if you noticed it, but it was wow, it was so beautiful to see that, and that they were just so excited because we had things for them, and we were able to speak to them. There was a lot of adults that went, and they really helped. We didn't just take the shoes, they also took food, so that's what we were putting together, was it was beans and rice and oatmeal and sugar and even a cup of noodles and stuff like that, There was also a lot of clothes, as you noticed. And I do want to say that we collected 350 shoes, but we were only able to take, I think we were only able to take 200, so there's still 150 or so left. But it actually, because the problem is that, I don't know what's going on with TJ, but they have some regulations where they don't want you to just take a whole bunch of stuff. They I don't know if I don't know why, but they have a problem with you taking everything. So they have to actually take it out of the boxes, and they had to put it in suitcases or put it in bags and divide it up, put it like under the car seats and things like that, so it looked more like it was our luggage, so they wouldn't give us problems. So there's still a couple of shoes left over here, but they're going to be taking them on different trips and be giving them out. We had plenty, we even had leftovers, so they'll definitely be able to use, give out more and more. So I wanted just to say that the parts where we went, it was an adventure because we were in a big van, and you could just, there was like mud, we like passed rivers and lakes, it felt like, and there was moments where we didn't think we were going to get out of there because the wheels wouldn't go, it was too muddy, or it was really rough to get there. And thank God it didn't rain, because for a moment there we were actually going to cancel it, because once it rains you can't get in, like it's pretty much blocked. I don't know if they have a way to get out. Obviously they have to walk. I don't even think any of them have cars, but they have to walk through that, but it's really dangerous terrain, and we wouldn't be able to go in with the cars. So, you know, it definitely is something for us to appreciate. Even our streets, we don't appreciate the streets. We're complaining about little potholes that we find in the streets. I mean, they literally have lakes in their street, you know? So, I don't know, I guess that's what I wanted to share. It was really a beautiful experience. We didn't get back till like 12:30, so, and we left at 4:40. Well, we met at church at 4:45 and we left a little later. So it was a long day, but it was definitely well worth it. Is there anything anybody wants to add? No? Okay, so oh, one thing I missed, just one thing. One thing I was also just amazed of is that Caesar's parents, they have a home out there that they built. And it's actually 3 stories. His dad built it from scratch. He designed the whole thing, he constructed the whole thing. And what they do is that they have their own place. I think it's like the first floor, is that right? And then the top 2 floors, I believe they have built it for when people go to help or missionaries. So I am wowed at what their parents have done and that they're doing. So definitely, I hope God blesses you and your family very much. Okay? Thank you.